Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Flushed out right. Complete out right to Kurz. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lamar Miller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Set! 180! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch twist. Watch twist. Pistol. Twist. Big gas. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
1st down, Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Mayfield to throw him. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. They're down here in the 3rd quarter, trying to get something going to the outside there. Didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time. They'll run here with Mack. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Blue 60! Stop your whine.
And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 61 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff to Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Alert, 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 alert. Check.
This is Carson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Carson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chris Carson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Running right, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Check, 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 check.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Miller. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Stafford. This is caught by Jackson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Man open left side is Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
180. 54 Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Mayfield on 1st down. Benjamin's got it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
56, 120. Check 56. I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 56. I know he ain't got it. Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it to Hearns. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Let's put that. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Right there. 54, right there. Bravo. 54, Mike. One touch.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Trey Burton, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Stafford now to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run with Miller. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, check 25. 53, ready.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 49, Vikings 30.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw, Mayfield. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield looks to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Mayfield with it once more.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down and goal. Mayfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and